Hey Mark, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. Today we're going to go over the three worst schools in Barrie by the Fraser rankings.
Good. Let me ask you a couple questions.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going over those. What else are we going to go over so the viewers know what else we're going to cover off in that area?
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to find like the higher and low price range and the actual streets and areas each school covers.
Good. Good.
And give a little bit of instruction how people can find these things out on their own.
Yeah, that's good because you know what? It's becoming a topic, right? Especially because we know the people that are moving up to our areas, if they have kids, what are the schools? We want to be by a good school.
Well, and
How,
we've had a couple people ask
yeah,
too.
we have.
We
And one,
have. So we figured we'd reply to one of our comments with a video.
yeah, it's absolutely it's an important part.
Yeah, hit the like and the subscribe because we're also going to do the three best, but unfortunately, it's too much to do in one video, so we're going to split them up.
Yeah, it's the best way. No, I agree. Okay.
So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to share the screen
Okay.
and we're going to look at the rankings.
Okay. And we're only doing the worst three. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
But at the bottom, you can see a 0 out of 4 is red, and that's the worst. The 4.1 to 5.9
Okay.
is orange. Yellow is like these are the mid ranges, and the 7.6 to 10 is the best.
Highest. And I'm gonna stop there. I'm listening, but and then if someone wanted to go there, let's just say Dan, they wanted to check an area, say in Crimson Ridge Road and not schools of Algonquin Ridge, they can just go www.compareschoolrankings.org, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's actually the Fraser Institute, but yes, compareschoolrankings.org. If
Okay.
you zoom in, as you zoom in,
Mhm.
you see how all of a sudden the all of the colors start coming out. So like
Right.
now it says 2 right there. As I zoom in there, it's gonna split off into a whole bunch of orange.
Okay.
You see? So that's why it's when you zoom out, you have to kind of get detailed and zoom right in to be able to really see, if you know what I'm saying.
To see the streets, right?
To see the streets, yes.
In the area. And that's important. If someone's looking for a particular street, you're going to have to really zoom in and zoom out to get the streets within that area. Because if that's the schools only, go, you know what, that's where we want to be, then you can zone in and see all the streets like in tall trees. But right now we can't because we're not doing a video on that, but we're kind of demonstrating to how to get that information.
Right. And
Okay.
over here, I'm trying to find Codrington is is it there's only 3 number ones, Mark.
Yeah. Are we doing number ones? Or are we doing worse ones?
Well, we're doing the worst, but there's only
Okay.
3 number ones, which is kind of scary, right?
Yeah. Out of how many schools? I think we put 40 some in.
49.
49. That's a pretty low number, let's be honest. Whoa.
I know.
But there's a lot of
So,
mid ranges too.
yes.
Okay.
So this one is Johnson Street Public School.
Okay.
Score is 3.9. It's the East End, and I would say the Southeast End of Barrie. No, the Northeast End.
Northeast. Yeah. Yeah. Not south. Yep.
Northeast End.
Yep.
So Johnson Public School is one of the worst. Then we're gonna go over, and I'm gonna show you the streets.
I have a question too.
Mm-hmm.
Does, does the Fraser Institute tell why it's one of the lowest ranks? I'm just
Well,
curious.
if you hit the learn more,
Yeah. That's just curious. I wouldn't mind
you'll
seeing.
get the chart on different things, but it's basically the testing, right?
It is. Yes.
It's the grade 3 and grade 6 testing, I believe.
Yes. Yep.
So Johnson Street is one of the worst.
Yep.
Then this is tricky to navigate.
Well, you're zooming in and out. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit.
The other one that's bad is St. Nicholas over in or no, Andrew Heights. Andrew Hunter Elementary, and that's in the Letitia Heights area.
Okay.
Okay.
And the ranking's 3.4. So out of 2,975, this ranks 2687, with a score 3.4 that falls below the 0.4.
Right.
Okay.
And the third worst one, there's only 3 bad ones.
Okay.
Okay. Is over, that one's St. Nicholas off Athabasca.
That's Holly area, correct? It is Holly.
Yes. And I might have to zoom in here.
And this,
There it
this-
is right there. So
Okay.
it's right here. It's
Yep.
off the Essa Road and
Yep.
Mapleview area.
Yep.
And it's a Catholic school, St. Nicholas. So the other 2 are public and this
Yep.
one's Catholic.
Okay. I see.
Okay.
Okay. And geographically spread out, the country, right? This is the south end. The other 2 were, one area was Letitia and the other area was the northeast end / east end area, close to my area. So they're not all clustered in the same, they're just spread out. And this is
No.
great information.
Well, this is what's beautiful here. So if you go to the Simcoe County District School Board and you go to the attendance area map,
Mhm.
so Andrew Hunter was the one in Letitia Heights, right?
Correct.
You hit this thing and look at this, Mark.
It'll show you all the streets.
Exact streets that go in there. So it goes across to
okay.
Leacock,
Yep.
up to Burns,
Okay.
Ferndale is the border, and Edgehill.
Got it. Covers a
Okay.
big area.
Sorry?
Covers a big area. Nice.
Yes. So now, if you go back here, and now we want to go to Johnson, right?
Yep. So this information.
Oh my gosh, I got a tickle in my throat.
I'll talk for a sec. So this is the one that is the Simcoe District School Board.on.c to get the exact streets within that school.
And you want the attendance map.
Attendance map, that's correct. And it will, as Dan mentioned, it shows all the streets. So when people are on realtor.ca and they're looking, and let's just, I'm gonna make this up, that, okay, we really like the Alexander Street. We saw a nice house in there. It's in our affordability range. And they go, oh, we don't like the school.
Yes. And like 4 blocks away from here is Codrington, which is one of the 3 top.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just like, if you go on this side, like, you know, if you hit Steele Street and you pass Vancouver, you're in Codrington area.
Correct.
So
Correct.
one side of Steele is one street, school. The other side is, one is the best school, one is the worst.
Yeah, within a few blocks, but there's things
Yes.
changing from both areas have different dynamics, different income levels, et cetera, too. So
Right.
gotta
So
keep
now
that,
we would go to St. Nicholas,
which is Holly area.
Holly
So,
area, and I'm hoping. You think it would be under S or N?
and
Maybe it doesn't even have, no, that's,
oh, maybe you're right. Maybe it's yes. Maybe you're right. Sorry.
no,
Yeah.
you know what? This is public school. So for St. Nicholas, you'd have to go to the Catholic School Board,
Oh, shoot, that's right too.
right?
Okay.
Anyway, what it is, it's the Mapleview,
Athabasca, Essa, all
yes,
those.
it
lumped
goes,
in there.
yes, Mapleview, Athabasca. Now I'll be able to kind of show you once we start looking at listings anyway.
Okay, good. So this is
It's
great.
in the Holly area on the south side of Mapleview out
Yeah.
to Essa.
Yep. Yeah.
That one little pocket in there.
Yep. Yep. Bear Creek in that area is going to be in that area too. There's a few streets.
Right.
Yep.
So now if we look, oh boy, these things went all over the place. Didn't work out good. So McKay Court is in the Johnson Street area.
Okay, so this is so now we're going through kind of a price point, if you say, with some information of that school zone, correct?
Yes. And what it is, so, and this is the first one. This is the east end of Barrie, and it is in the east end on realtor.ca.
Yeah.
This is the lower amounts there, 739,888, and that's a low one
Okay.
with a fully detached house.
Okay.
Cute, decent inside, but dated, right? Like it's not a newer home.
No,
But what I want to look at too is the neighborhood.
yep,
And out under here, you're going to get the transport, driving, walking. The walking score is a 5 out of
Yep.
10. Education, Barrie average 4.5. So it's Eastview Secondary School.
yep,
And then you hit the primary school, Johnson Street Public School,
Yep.
St. Monica Separate School.
okay,
So it gives you the schools here too.
yeah,
And
that's
then
really,
you can go on that school board and get the rating or the map. But the
Correct.
rating, the Fraser Institute,
yep,
you can get the rating once you know the school. So this kind of helps, right?
it does, and I think the map's the best, because then they can see it, pick their street if they wanted to, based on a price range.
Right. Then this is the statistics. The income level in the area, individuals 45,000, family is 111. The total population in that area is 2,209. And this tells you the age range.
Which is good, because a lot of people look at, you know what, we want to be in a kid-friendly neighborhood, we want to have kids in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
This is a great tool. It will tell you their ages.
Well, and look at the 20 to 34, 34%. Because that's the high rental area around the college.
Exactly, I was just gonna make that comment. Yep, students.
So 63% owned, 30, well, almost 37% rent.
Yep. We see a lot of investors going to the north end by the college. For
Mhm.
to
61% single family, 50%, 15% multi-person. And then this is the education level of your demographic. This is the commute. The public transit and everything's great there.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's
Yeah.
good.
And the language is 93% English only, 5.5% English and French, 1% other.
Yeah.
So that's a low one in that neighborhood.
Okay.
A high one in that same neighborhood, okay, same school, would be 10 Shoreview Drive.
Yeah.
Look
Big.
at this puppy.
I know, I've seen it listed a few times.
1.740, same school zone.
Same school zone.
Same school zone. Now, what I'm going to be interested to see is our neighborhood and statistics the same, even though we're in the same school zone.
No, but it's going to be interesting to see the big jump.
Same kids go to the same school, Mark.
Correct. Correct.
So the neighborhood, transport, yeah, we know all that stuff's good. Amenities. So yeah, this will show you at least one grocery store within a 15-minute walk like that. Those things are pretty good there.
They're great. They're
Yeah.
great.
And it gives you, if you zoom in, it will actually show you all the stores and everything that's around you.
Yep. Yep.
The income level, 65 to 150.
Big jump. Big jump.
Jump there.
Mhm.
Population level, well, the 20 to 34 went down a lot.
Yep.
Population in this area is only 569.
Yep.
Well, the
Yep.
houses are further apart too, right?
Yeah, and look at the demographic too back there too, right? A lot of people don't leave those East End areas. You know, they've raised their kids there, they're retiring in that area. There's a lot of people that just stay in that East End area.
But look at your owners and renters.
Yeah, that really surprises me, to be honest.
Well, there's a lot of duplexes in that area.
There is. And again, when we're talking with the 569 houses, it doesn't take long for, to drive up that rental percentage too. But yeah,
Yeah.
there is a lot of rentals in that area, geographical area. We see
Yeah.
4.8 plexes, 12 plexes. We see them.
Yep.
We see them. So I'm not
54
surprised.
well, and those houses, like some people are buying those nice East End houses on the big lots. and building big homes, but it's still in a rejuvenation period too, right?
Yeah, we're seeing that in Codrington as well.
Yeah, so this is the education level, which, you know, it's kind of all over the place.
That's
Public
good.
transit, 91% have a car. Like in Barrie, basically you need a car anyway, really.
I do.
92% English.
Yep. Yep.
So that is the high and the low in your Johnson Street East End area.
That was good.
So now if we go over to the Letitia Heights, Andrew Hunter School area,
Yep.
88 Kipling, 546.
Okay.
And Unit Little Townhouse.
Yep. Yep.
So we'll look at the neighborhood. And the neighborhood one isn't like, it's good as far as like Andrew Hunter, Portage View. I think the Portage View is
Look at this, a few schools in that area, right? Look at them.
well, this is not like in the Andrew Hunter, I showed you the street view.
I know. Yeah.
Like this is actually in Letitia Heights. This is the whole area. You can see the schools over here, school over here, school over here. Those
Right.
kids don't go there.
That's correct.
On Kipling, they go to Andrew Hunter, right?
And the school boards are strict like that. If you live in that school board, you're going to that school.
Oh yeah.
Look at the income.
Average, yeah, income goes from 43 and combined 97.
Yep.
Population, a lot higher in the younger age groups.
But you know, over the last 10 years in that area, it's been predominantly a young demographic going there buying their first home.
Because they're cheaper, Mark, right?
Yep.
75% own, only 25% renter there.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
So that's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing at all. It's a good thing. I don't mind.
71% are single family, only 8% multifamily.
Yep.
Education levels. Commute. 90% car. Over in that area, you know. 94% English, 5% English and French.
Yep.
So that's why you see in this kind of area, the school, the problem is they are younger. The school is lower, but it's also lower income levels and lower price housing.
100%. 100%. Yep.
Now, in the very same area, going to the very same school is 2 Haley Hollow.
Yep. Look at the price.
1.199. Right around the corner.
Yep.
Beautiful home.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I'm going to be surprised to see if the neighborhood says the same stuff. Let's see about the statistics, really. That's what we need. It's coming.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's just a computer taking a second. Here it goes. Income is still, well, it's
Up.
better, but look at the individual is only a little bit higher, but the family is way higher.
Combined. Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
Yep.
Population, again, the 20 to 34 is a bit less.
Yes.
And the other one, it was way more, right?
So we kind of knew the makeup of demographic buying in that area, and you could kind of see the makeup of the demographic buying in this area here.
It's actually 50 to 64 is your biggest group.
Yeah.
And those are the people that you, like you said, they stayed.
They stay probably. Yes.
Yeah. Look at this again. Almost 80% owning, only 20% tenant.
Right.
Which is also important to me. I mean, I don't want to live in a whole.
No, you know what? When I lived at, Brown Bear there for a while, like, holy cow, like it was so amazing driving, even walking Ted and going, the lawn would be higher than your neck. And like, you knew they were renters, right? And in that pocket, you got townhomes and you got detached, 700K up to 1.5. And even you know, and the higher price point, some of the rentals, the same thing. No one looked after the property. It was god awful. I just hated that area because of that.
Yeah, I know. And unfortunately you find it. And I understand to a degree, like, is a tenant gonna take care of the property as good as you? Some of them do, but it's more of a, like, they don't own it.
I know, they don't care as much. The pride of ownership isn't there, right? Some are, some aren't, but it's important, you know, these are all useful tools that everybody should be looking at more, and I'm gonna be very honest, we rarely get asked any of these questions. So
No,
that's telling me that the buyers should be going and spending a little bit more time on that information. I think it's evident once we look at it and dig deep into this and pull the onion back that, wow, there's some good information on there that people should be looking at.
for sure. So so that area, that was the Andrew Hunter.
Yep.
This is the St. Nicholas in
Yep.
that Holly area.
Yep.
This is a higher price one. So for some reason, and I'll try to get it here, my lower price one fell by the wayside. But most of them are really closer to this. There isn't a lot of really high end there. 16 Rundle, 659.
Yeah. Yeah.
2+1 bed. A lot of them are 2 bedrooms on the main floor, actually. There
Yeah.
is 3 bedrooms too.
Yep.
And all around Athabasca and stuff, it's all like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
I used to own one there. So the average income 53, combined 123.
And
Again, the younger age group,
due to affordability, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yep.
Single detached, 83 owners, only 16% renters.
Yep. That's a big geographic area too. Higher density, right? There's a lot of side streets over in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to show you a map so we can get a better idea. 75% single family, for 18% single person, 4.7 multi-person.
That's kind of high, 18%.
I know, I agree.
That's
But
high.
it's also a cheaper area, right?
It is. It is. Yes.
There is your education levels.
Yep.
The commute there sucks, just so you know.
Yeah,
Because
it
my
is.
son lived there. The bus system there, it's not great. And 92% are English only.
Yeah.
So I believe if you go up to up here, I think we can get a map, can we not? So if we hit the directions, here is the map. So right here, Essa. And this is Mapleview. This whole little area in here, this is all St. Nicholas, Mark.
Yeah, it is.
Right
Yep.
in there.
Yep. And there's lots of streets in there. Yep.
Yeah, lots of little streets in there, and it's this is so that, and that is the Catholic school, right?
Yep. Yep.
So this one is in the same neighborhood. Revelstoke. 875. Not a big house. 2-car garage.
Yep.
This is more the higher end.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this picture might give us a better, see, this is like the whole little pocket, right?
Yep.
That's it right there. All these little things here. Now this is a court.
Yeah.
So it's a little nicer, right? And we'll see what the statistics here say. The neighborhood is all like, that's basic information. It shows stuff, which is good.
Yeah.
Again, lower income, 52, 125 family, which is okay. Population, older age group.
Yeah.
Higher priced homes too, though, right?
That's right.
So
Yep.
you see the correlation in every single area of the lower prices, the population in the area is lower.
Yep.
Lower age.
Yep.
80% owners, only 19% renters.
Yep.
Which you see in the south end, like there's a big difference from the north.
Yeah, there is.
75% single family, 16% single people, 5% multi-person. There's your education levels. And your languages is 91% English, 6.9% English and French, 1.7% other, which doesn't even really matter.
No, that's a good breakdown.
Well, yeah, and I think if people know the basic things on, okay, you know, you go to the Simcoe County School Board under attendance map, and that will tell you, find the name of the school. It'll
Yeah.
tell you what streets have to go to that school. And if you're on realtor.ca, the first school that pops up is the school that you
that
search for.
That's right. That's right. No, we laid it out. How much time we got? So I wouldn't mind going over one more thing, since I don't know what your time is on the.
I can't see it.
Okay, so we
Keep
got
going.
time.
What do you
What-
want to talk about?
Just because, you know what, we've gone over so much about how to find the school zones, and we've given people that information. Now let's give them another layer of that onion and go, okay, because we always get this question time. I don't want to be in a high crime, or I don't want to go through crime in certain areas, but more or less show the viewer of going, hey, if you want to know what the crime is in certain neighborhoods, here's where you go. Just go to Google and Google it so they can walk through that and see that process. This is a useful tool. We're on it all the time, me and Diane. We talk about it a lot. And again,
You go to Barrie. Well, you're talking, right?
I'll talk and you Google it in there and show the people. Go right to Google and go to share screen so they can see exactly.
Well, that's what I'm doing. Yeah.
And this is such a useful tool because we're giving our viewers the process now, in a
You
sense.
go to Barrie Police.
.ca.
Yep. And then you look at Barrie Crime Map under the newsroom. And there's an interactive crime map.
This is a great tool. Okay, Ted, there's a crime dog.
Yeah.
Settle.
I know. I've been feeding Gracie treats the whole time, the witch.
Yeah.
So this shows all the different crime. This is your little legend in here.
Yep.
And then you can sort by how many days up here.
Yeah.
And then you can pick, okay, I want to know break and enters, drug, and then they'll layer on top of each other.
Yeah.
Weapons. And it'll show you what area you can zoom in. I don't know how to zoom in on the map on this computer.
That's okay. But at least we can talk. Yeah, we zoom in, but that's okay. But Lisa will show us the areas and they can go in South Shore. We can go.
And if you want to get rid of, like, if you want to only show the weapons, this shows basically where weapons are. You take it off, you can go to robbery.
Just go one at a time. It's an easier to read it. And then you can zoom in and out on it and see. It doesn't go by street, but it kind of goes by area.
Yeah, you can see South Shore, Allendale, right. So then if you want to go see, this is all of them. And when you have all of them, there is a legend, but like you can't, it's just way too hard.
Way too hard.
It does give you a total over here of break and enters, crime against people, drug related offenses, mischief. Like there is a total.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, it's easier if you want to just see, like for me, public morals, I'm not even worried about that.
No.
Quality of life, I don't even really understand what that means.
No.
I don't even really worry about that. Shoplifting is going to be more in where there's malls and stores, obviously.
That's right.
Right? Theft from motor vehicle, it's happening everywhere.
Yeah.
But look at only one. It's happening in my neighborhood every night. People are putting videos up. So,
Yeah,
but this will give you a good idea. barrierepolice.ca crime map.
It's a great tool. Thanks for doing that. It's awesome.
So, yeah, it works really good.
Yeah, the viewers have got really a lot of useful tools that we showed them today to navigate around an area and understand what's going on in the area.
Yeah. and it shows you a little bit about the price ranges in the area, and if you're gonna go, like, the problem is when you have a bad, you know, rating on a school.
Yeah.
I mean, last year I checked them and they were different than they are today.
Change. Yes.
So
Happened.
that's another thing to keep in mind, that the ratings change.
Ratings changed. I agree.
And most of them, there's only 3 good and 3 bad. The rest
Yeah.
are all mid.
Yeah, and so we'll do a video next week about the best ones, and then maybe
Yes.
about the mid ones, and just talk about the different, because there's more, that's where the clusters are, right? It's the mid-range. Yeah, but there's a demographic out there that, you know what? We want the best. Okay, here's where you need to be.
Yeah, or I don't want to be at the worst.
100%.
I'm okay with the mid, but I don't want to be at the worst.
Correct. Correct. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, well, thank you. That was good. It was good.
Yes.
Good presentation. Awesome. Okay. See
We'll
ya.
talk to you later.
Bye.